planting of mango grafts is only the beginning of a successful orchard. The final productivity of the orchard depends on the optimum use of inputs and on the aftercare. The mango grows well in all types of soils, be it lateritic, alluvial, sandy loam or sandy soils. For an ideal orchard, the recommended spacing between plants is 10 by 10 meters. That way, around 100 trees can be accommodated in 1 hectare. Where land is sloping, plant the grafts along contours. Dig pits measuring 1 cubic meter before the onset of the monsoon. Keep the pits exposed to sunlight for about 10 days to rid them of insects and soil-borne diseases. While digging pits, separate the soil in mounds as per its quality. Leaf litter, fine soil, well-decomposed farmyard manure and bone meal are recommended while refilling. Take 3 measures of fine soil, 1 measure of farmyard manure and 2 kilograms of bone meal. Mix all these ingredients thoroughly. In case bone meal is not available, use 2 kilograms of superphosphate. Spread the leaf litter at the bottom of the pit. Ensure that the pit is filled with soil mixture well before the monsoon to allow the soil to settle. When filling up the pits again, keep out stones and gravel. Always plant seedlings either in the evening or in cloudy weather, for the young sapling cannot tolerate severe heat immediately after transplanting. Before planting, mark the center of the pit with a marker. Dig a small hole 20 centimeters deep, just big enough to position the graft. Remove the polythene bag using a sharp knife without disturbing the soil ball. Place the grafted seedling inside the hole, keeping the soil ball intact. Fill up the hole with soil. Press the soil all around the plant gently without damaging the root system. Form a shallow ring around the plant for watering. Ensure that the grafted portion remains above the level of the soil. Water the plant immediately. The tender sapling needs support to withstand heavy winds. Therefore, support the plant with a stake. Use a strip of cloth or plant fiber and tie it up loosely. Provide shade to protect the young seedling from direct exposure to sunlight. Water the plants at an interval of 10 days in summer and 15 days in winter. Judicious application of manure and fertilizer yields high-quality fruit. Apply urea superphosphate and potash in a ring formation 50 to 75 centimeters away from the plant. Cover the fertilizer with soil. Water the plants lightly after applying fertilizer to ensure easy availability of nutrients. Spread straw around the plant as a mulch. Mulching helps in conserving moisture. In the first year, apply farmyard manure 5 kilograms, urea 300 grams, superphosphate 300 grams, and muriate of potash 100 grams. Increase this dose every year up to 10 years in multiples of the first year's dose. From the 10th year onwards, keep the fertilizer dose constant. In semi-arid regions, dig trenches about 1 meter away all around the plant just before the monsoon. Fill the trench with organic matter such as leaves and greens and allow it to decompose in the rain. Fertilizer may also be applied in 2 split doses. The first half in June and July and the second half in October. Follow this up with irrigation if the rainfall is sparse. Once the trees reach fruiting stage, however, the second dose of nitrogenous fertilizers should be applied only after flowers appear. For the first 2 years, provide thatched shade using dried leaves and branches to protect the plants from scorching heat. Shade can be provided in many ways depending on the material available in the vicinity. Training and pruning is essential in the initial stages to give a proper shape to the plant. Multiple branching and disorderly growth cuts down on aeration and attracts pests and disease to the plant. Keep at least 75 centimeters of the main stem free of branches. Apply insect repellents such as Bordeaux paste or Geru to prevent damage from soil-borne disease like gommosis and to protect the tree trunk from getting scorched during summer. Remove the weeds which otherwise compete with the main plant for water and nutrients. Repair the soil basin and contour bunds as and when necessary. Plant fast-growing trees on the periphery to act as windbreak. Interculture of mango orchards check runoff losses and facilitates maximum penetration of water in the soil. Ploughing the orchard suppresses weed growth and ensures aeration, which is so essential for the proper development of both root and shoot. The mango stem borer pierces through the trunk and eats away the inner parts. Its presence can be identified by the excreta emerging from the tunneled portion. These leaves are affected by blight. Initially, yellow spots appear, which later turn dark brown. Caterpillars damage tender shoots and foliage. Mealy bugs suck the sap from tender branches and leave behind a gummy solution which attracts red ants. The red ants then form colonies on the tree. Destroy the nests of red ants wherever found on the mango tree. The fruit fly mostly attacks late maturing fruits. On rotting, the fruits fall off the tree. Mango hoppers suck the juice from flowers and prove devastating to the crop. During cloudy weather and cool nights, a fungus known as powdery mildew grows on flowers, fruits and leaves, which affects the tree's fruit-bearing ability. A mixture of fine meshed sulfur powder and insecticide should be used for dusting just before the tree flowers to prevent hoppers and powdery mildew. Regular spraying of fungicides and insecticides prevents damage from pests and disease and paves the way for healthy flowering and fruiting. Timely field operations and careful protection of plants will rid the garden of pests and disease and keep it always healthy. A properly maintained orchard is a source of sustained income.